Welcome, everyone. So great to see everyone here. The weather is cooperating. It is my pleasure to introduce our first musical performance, Tessa Palmer, who will be singing the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed? Let the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reclaimed the most bursting in air. Give room for the night, let our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet flying. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Welcome, families, to our 2023 Indian Lane Recognition Ceremony. It is a pleasure to see everyone here today. To the 5th grade students, I want to thank you for being so kind to me as I started my new role as principal in January. To all the families, I want to appreciate all of your support. This day is truly amazing. It was one of the first things we started planning back in December, from the 5th grade parents who started on the 5th grade committee at that time, to all the families that have been pitching in to make this day incredible. I can truly tell you that today is going to be amazing. I know that change can be difficult, and there were some changes when I started in January. We had a new 5th grade teacher, a new principal, and a new counselor. So today is going to be a little different as well. We are going to make some changes. This year, if you had older children, they stood up, I believe, to be recognized. This year, we wanted to incorporate all of the teachers in the building into this day, although we could not fit them all into this cafeteria. So there will be something very special as we go through the ceremony today, where every teacher in the building will have the opportunity to share a little piece of your child's history and their journey over the past 6 years. So I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy what is going to be an absolutely wonderful morning. Welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to introduce our wonderful leader who has already made a huge impact here at Indian Lane Elementary School, Miss Michelle Britton.
Come back up here. Little change this morning. Mr. Doherty is coming later in the program. So when I reflected earlier today on what I was going to say in my remarks, I decided that I was at a loss for words. My first thoughts were things that I did not want to say when I gave my speech this morning, which is kind of backwards. I did not want to give a speech about the pandemic. I'm over it. Since you were in second grade, I think you probably heard a few speeches about hybrid learning and when we were virtual. This was a part of your unique elementary experience. And one day, you maybe tell your grandchildren what virtual learning was like. You'll probably embellish a little bit, as my parents do and my grandparents did, and maybe I do a little bit myself. But your experience at Indian Lane Elementary has been so much more. The second thing I didn't want to do when giving my speech this morning was I didn't want to give a recap of the past 5.5 years. If many of you know me at this point, I try to be very transparent and genuine. I didn't want to stand up here and recap the past 5.5 years that I wasn't here. It is very evident from the stories I've heard from your teachers, from getting to know the incredible students that you are, and from the pictures about the amazing time you've had at Indian Lane Elementary. I needed to give a speech this morning that was meaningful, genuine, and hopefully not too boring. So then it hit me. I need to speak to you about what I know best as you embark on the next chapter in your story. I promise this will be genuine and maybe not too boring and cheesy. After spending 2 decades in a middle school, I should be able to give you some solid tips on your future. For the parents in the audience who are about my age, I would like for you to humor me for a few moments while I give my advice through sort of a parody, an old song. I'm not going to sing. Trust me. But I am going to give some words of wisdom through one of my old favorite songs of all time by Baz Luhrmann. Change the words a little bit. Now this is a really old song. It's like from the 90s. So you're not gonna have any idea what I'm talking about, but I changed the words. Indian Lane Bobcats, class of 2023, wear a jacket when it's cold. It's okay. The benefits of staying warm have been proved by scientists and meteorologists, whereas the rest of this advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the power and excitement of being 12. Oh, never mind. You'll not understand the power and excitement of being this age until you're a young adult. But trust me, in many years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you, but also how amazing your time at Indian Lane really was. Don't worry about getting to class on time the first week at the middle school. Know that worrying is as effective as trying to agree on the rules of wiffle ball during Indian Lane recess. Do one thing every so often that takes you out of your comfort zone and brings you a new challenge. Smile. Don't be reckless with other people's feelings, and don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Be kind. Don't waste your time on gossip. Sometimes you'll be ahead, sometimes you'll be behind. Remember your compliments you receive, and do not worry if someone doesn't like you. If you succeed in doing this, please tell me how. Keep your old yearbooks. Take home the many pieces of clothing that you'll collect in your gym locker. Stretch. Get plenty of sleep. Be nice to your family. You'll need to say thank you to them when you forget something at home and they need to bring it to you. Maybe you'll play sports, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll sing in the choir, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be on Spartan Council. Maybe you'll hit the gritty at Springton Lakes Fall Pep Rally. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or get down or be hard on yourself either. Enjoy your individuality. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's one of the greatest treasures you'll ever own. Dance, even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own kitchen. Get to know your teachers. You never know when you're going to need help. Understand that friends may come and go, but for your fellow Bobcats, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in interests. For the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Play. Accept certain inevitable truths. The prices at Wawa will rise. Your favorite athletes will get traded, and you too will get older. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were at Indian Lane, students were always quiet in the cafeteria. No one ever argued during a game at recess, and students always listened the first time. Respect each other. Don't expect anybody else to do your work for you. Be careful whose advice you take, but be patient with those who supply it. Now remember what I said at the start. A hoodie is not an actual coat. So if you remember one thing next year, your parent tells you to put on a jacket because it's 20 degrees, it will be okay. I know middle school students think that that's not okay. And when you come back here in 6 years for the clap out, I want you to tell me one thing you remember from this advice. Best of luck to this class. I know you are going to do great things. And now I would like to introduce Chloe.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now I'd like to introduce Sanjay, our student council representative, to the podium.
Good morning, I'm Sandra Jagmohandas, Treasurer of Student Council, and I want to welcome you to the 2023 Indian Lane 5th grade recognition ceremony. Today is an extraordinary day for all of us, especially the graduates of 5th grade. Thank you, parents, teachers, and Ms. Britton, for taking the time and making the effort to celebrate our success. Although this is not the biggest peak of achievement that will occur in our lives, this achievement serves as our path to move forward toward our dreams. Parents, today our success is your success, because we couldn't do this without your support. And now, Mr. Fisher and the 5th grade musical performance.
That's all right. Not much space.
Trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. These eyes of green and clouds of white. It's so many. wonderful world. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today is one of those great occasions when we get to celebrate our young people and their achievements, their perseverance, and their successes as they grow up. It's one of the times that you can take a break and reflect, feeling good as a parent or a mentor, knowing that the kids you care about are doing just fine and they're on the right path. Graduates, you should know that your families are very proud of you today. They have high hopes for you and they believe in you. And you are making them proud by showing them what you can do. Today is an important day for you and for them. Today they are very, very proud of you. Today's a good day to ask them for some money.
You have all accomplished so much this year. You have spent time challenging yourselves as learners, persevering through difficulties, and developing yourselves. But as you embark on this new chapter, I hope you remember the moments in between the academics. I hope you remember the time we spent connecting on the carpet every morning. I hope you remember the bonds that have been built between you, your teachers, and your peers. The field days, holiday parties, news on the lanes, field trips, and countless school traditions. But most of all, I want you to remember the found family you had here at Indian Lane. We'll always be here to support you, love you, and cheer you on.
Fifth graders, as you look toward the future, remember the good times here and remember the challenges you've already overcome. You have succeeded. You're ready for this next new step. As you begin sixth grade, I simply ask you to do a few things. I ask you to commit to making your next year the best it can possibly be. I ask you to always try your best, work hard, and seek out new interests or activities. I ask you to remember that you don't have to follow the crowd and you should always do the right thing, even when no one is looking. I ask you to be consistently ready, respectful, and responsible because once a bobcat, always a bobcat. And finally, don't be in too big of a hurry to grow up. There are some great times ahead of you. Enjoy them. Don't rush past them.
In the words of Clive Barker, time would be precious from now on. It would tick by, of course, as it always had, but Harvey was determined he wouldn't waste it with sighs and complaints. He'd fill every moment with the seasons he'd found in his heart, hopes like birds on a spring branch, happiness like warm summer sun, magic like the rising mists of autumn, and best of all, love. Love enough for 1,000 Christmases. I also hope that you fill every moment with your seasons you find in your heart. Be sure to enjoy and cherish all of the moments from here on out. Time is truly precious. There are great things coming, and just as your families are proud, each one of you should feel proud of yourself. So congratulations to all the graduates. Congratulations to the families. Today I'm honored to say we are proud of your many achievements over the years and your various accomplishments in academic and extracurricular activities. Your brilliant achievements are indeed acknowledged. Your sweet memories will forever remain in our hearts. As part of our recognition, the fifth grade teachers and Mrs. Britton would like to acknowledge students for their achievements. When you hear your name, please stand to be recognized. The first of these awards is the Consistent Effort Award. The Consistent Effort Award this year is earned by fifth grade students who are constantly attempting tasks and putting thought and energy into everything they encounter. They have consistently demonstrated a positive work ethic and attitude towards their learning. For our class, the recipients of this award are Stella Macero, and Jace Pettit. The next award, I was waiting for that one. The next award is the Bobcat Award. The Bobcat Award is earned by students who consistently exemplify all the characteristics of an Indian Lane Bobcat. These students are ready, respectful, and responsible across their school day. They show up and exhibit characteristics of strong, thoughtful, and respectful citizens in our school community. In our class, the recipients of this award are Ella Finan, Maya Scranton, and Lillian Wolf. The final class award is the Principal Award. This award is earned by students who demonstrate a MAPS score in the 80th percentile or higher for 3 out of the last 4 MAPS tests administered at Indian Lane Elementary School. Students will be recognized for their academic achievement in reading, math, and both reading and math. In our class, the recipient of this award in reading is Lucia Catalana. The recipients of this award in reading and math are Shane Marshallak, Ian McFarland, Jace Pettit, Ryan Rust, and Lillian Wolf. In language arts, students learned about the characteristics of a memoir. All students were required to write a memoir, answering the following prompt: what has Indian Lane meant to you? In each homeroom, students voted on the memoir to be shared at the recognition ceremony today. The student who will be presenting this morning from our homeroom is Annalise Milward.
I will always be there for you during your time at Indian Lane. You're going to have a blast here. My sister Molly squealed in excitement. That made me think that my time at Indian Lane was going to be the best. Now that I'm on my last year, I realized that this was the greatest year. Even though I may have stumbled, I always came back and tried better. Indian Lane helped me in a lot of ways, and I also learned a lot from this school. I appreciate Indian Lane and my classmates for always being kind to me. I learned to be caring and nice and to always try my best. Some reasons are how virtual learning affected me, how the teachers helped me, and how I felt. So thank you, Indian Lane. Indian Lane affected me in different ways. When I was in second grade, COVID happened. Now, COVID really affected me, not in the best learning ways, but the teachers were still always there for me, and even just talking to my friends. I remember I couldn't really focus. For example, there was a computer in front of my face, and then on the right it was 80 degrees out and sunny, and then on my left there was a trampoline, so that was pretty hard on me. And then I remember the fun things, like I remember when we played multiplication song activities in 3rd grade, and when COVID happened. To be honest, COVID was the last thing I needed. I struggled throughout my small little life, but I realized that COVID taught me a lot. Like to appreciate what you have and trust yourself. Believe in yourself, and out of all that, be yourself. COVID was hard on everyone though, so I can't really be talking. But Indian Lane taught me a lot. I remember the words be patient and the 3 R's, ready, respectful, and responsible. So what I'm trying to say is, COVID affected me in some good ways and some bad ways. So thank you, Indian Lane. And thank you to my sister for always entertaining me during COVID. The teachers are the best part of Indian Lane. And let's face it, they teach us everything we know. The teachers here were always so supportive and nice and always there for me. They knew my abilities and helped me use them to achieve my goals. I appreciate the teachers here. I remember when I was in kindergarten, I sat there alone having no idea what I was doing. And Miss Hudner showed me that there was nothing to worry about and even helped me make my friends. Teachers are the heart of Indian Lane. They are special in their own ways. Miss Hudner helped me make my first friends. Miss Parkinson is the nicest person I know. Miss Barton is awesome, and Miss Novello is kind. Miss Albertina is the sweetest, and Miss Harding is funny and nice, and I couldn't do any of this without her. And last but not least, Miss Reese. She always helped me and was always, and I mean always there for me. Always helped me, either it was school related or it wasn't. She was always there for me. Those are the teachers I had who helped me the most. Even teachers I didn't have, I heard good things about them. One of the memories of Indian Lane is how I felt. When I first saw Indian Lane, I felt like I was going to explode. My smile was stretched out for a mile and I was sweating. It seemed awesome to go to school. I thought it would change my whole entire life, and well, it did. Kindergarten was different than preschool. It felt so mature. In kindergarten, I was not very great at reading, and Indian Lane taught me I don't need to be good at everything. Every day felt the same for me, not just at school, but at home too. I try hard, I truly do, but my brain could never process it. But now I try harder, and even though I wasn't that smart back then, I felt really good when I was with my friends and my family. School is great now that I got the help I needed thanks to Indian Lane. It helped me make my friends and taught me not to doubt myself. And I know this is not the best memoir, but as many teachers taught me, there will always be some sort of competition out in the world. And when you get knocked down, get back up again. If you keep getting knocked down, don't stop trying. From all my years at Indian Lane, I realized that you can't change who you are, but you can change your future. Indian Lane taught me a lot, like to appreciate what you have and respect each other. The teachers here have always been the best part of Indian Lane. So I'd like to say thank you, and I do appreciate all that you've done. I used to think field day and fundraisers were the best part of Indian Lane, but maybe, just maybe, being here is the best.
Okay, we're going to do this together. Mrs. Harding will announce the names, and then as I shared earlier, every teacher in the building shared a little bit about the students, so we're going to highlight it on the screen, and I'm going to share a little piece of it. I'm not going to read everything. We do have a party to get to this afternoon.
It is my honor to now present the certificates of completion of students in our homeroom. John Ballard.
John, you're always so kind and thoughtful. I especially loved hearing about your trains. Take that passion with you always, Mrs. Harding.
Next up, Lucia Catalano.
Lucia, you were always so bright and inquisitive. Keep smiling and showing the world what strong leader you are, Miss O'Donnell.
Catherine Ellis.
Catherine, your kindness and bright smile make everyone feel welcome. I've seen you persevere through new challenges. Miss Schwartz.
Ella Finan.
Ella, I wish I could bottle up your kindness to the world. The world's a better place because of you. Mrs. Johnston.
Unfortunately, Jason Foraker could not be with us, but would like him to be acknowledged.
Jason, you continue to amaze with your perseverance and dedication. Miss Reese.
Daniel Foster.
Danny, thank you for spreading so much kindness and happiness everywhere you go. Mrs. Sharp.
Jacob Lidstone.
Jacob, you are truly a leader. You're a great classmate and a kind friend to other students. I love seeing you at News on the Lane, Mrs. Herman.
Annalise Malhorn.
Annalise, I'm so impressed with your kindness in first grade. You're always helpful and considerate of others. Mrs. Hatton.
Shane Marshallak.
Shane, what an amazing and creative and hard-working student. Mrs. Haskell.
Stella Massaro.
Stella, I'm so proud of you and honored to have had you in my class. You have a bright future ahead, Miss Amoroso.
Ian McFarland.
Ian, you are one of the hardest working students I know. Your hard work, perseverance, and drive to accept new challenges will serve you well in life. Mrs. Hatton.
John Newmiller.
John, your willingness to learn in fourth grade and always worked hard in groups. You're a great friend and leader, Ms. Cancelosi.
Molly Pepka.
Molly, you are going amazing places with your personality, giving heart, and friendly smile. Keep believing in yourself, Mrs. Ford.
Jace Pettit.
Jace, you are a natural leader who exemplifies tenacity, humility, and grit. Ms. O'Donnell.
Nicholas Powell.
Nicholas, you really know how to brighten someone's day with your genuine and caring personality that always shines through. Ms. Sarbatini.
Ryan Russ.
Ryan, congrats on your well-deserved success. I've learned so much from you over the years. You are capable of achieving anything, Mr. Smythe.
William Schmoka.
Will, thanks for being a responsible and enthusiastic student. I'm impressed with your drive and determination. Mrs. Hatton.
Maya Scranton.
Maya, I'm so proud of the incredible kid you are. Your smile lights up a room and my heart each time. Mr. Pinto.
Lillian Wolf.
Lily, you are a rock star. Your kind heart and determination will always take you far. Mrs. Novello.
And Aubrey Wright.
Aubrey, you brought such positive energy to our classroom. I admire your artistic ability. Mrs. Harding.
Congratulations again to all of our students and reward recipients. At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Davis to the podium.
Thank you, Mrs. Harding. Good morning. Welcome again. I am so proud of this fifth grade class, and I am so happy to be celebrating their growth, kindness, and achievements with you today. It is now time to present our class awards, which were extremely difficult to choose this year. I'd like the following students to stand for recognition when their names are called. For the Consistent Effort Awards, I'd like to recognize Chloe Guo and Lemire Stout. Congratulations to you both. Next, I'd like to introduce the recipients of our Bobcat Awards. Please stand when your names are called. Danny Mena. Liam Penning. And Miles Ward. Congratulations to each of you. The next awards that I will present are based on academic achievement. The recipient of the Principal's Award for Math is Chloe Guo. The recipients of the Principal's Award for Reading are Ethan McLaughlin and Miles Ward. The recipient of the Principal's Award for both Reading and Math is Iris Gusky. Congratulations to all of our award winners and to our class as a whole. At this time, I would like to invite Nola Chambers to the podium to share her memoir with you.
They said elementary school is going to be one of the best experiences of your life. Not everyone believes that until they experience middle school. I, for one, am a believer. Indian Lane has to be one of the best elementary schools I've gone to because everyone here is kind and caring. There are so many fun activities, the teachers are the best, and you can have lots of meaningful moments. This school means a lot to me, and I wish I could stay, but we have to move on. To me, Indian Lane is not just a school, it is a whole family, and I'm grateful to be in it. The activities we had were always fun. Field day was probably the best activity because we had so many fun games, and everyone was so excited to participate. Some other really fun activities were castle ball with Mr. Frank, keep away at recess, trash get ball with Dr. Davis, endless tag, Chuck and Duck, the Franklin Institute, Fort Mifflin, rope climbing and gym, broadcast club, unified track and field, the ticket shop with Miss Canzalozzi, house plants with Dr. Davis, the fun I had on the bus, the glow stick party, the 5K for Girls in the Run, the end of the school year parties, and many more I can name. These activities were some of the best memories at Indian Lane. Don't forget that the teachers were so nice and kind. We did a lot of fun stuff with them, like when Dr. Zakowski read us a read aloud and he was so theatrical, and everyone would listen. Dr. Davis in our morning meeting showed us how we can relate to each other in different ways. Also Mr. Frank and how nice and funny he is. Also remember the many meaningful moments. When I first moved here, I didn't know anyone, but I made friends quickly. For those of you who don't know the reason why I moved here, I will give you a little background. When I was in first grade, my dad fell on hard times. It was a difficult time for all of us. He had to go to North Carolina to get himself together. In 2021, my mom and dad got divorced and we moved into our grandparents' house and started fresh. My new family here at Indian Lane were trustworthy and very supportive. I love Indian Lane with all my heart, even though I've only been here for 2 years. Indian Lane has to be the best elementary school I've gone to. Elementary school is one of the most fun times you will ever have. I am thankful and very happy I experienced these memories with you, and it's time to go and create new memories on our next step.
Okay, yes. At this time, we'll be passing out our certificates of completion. Our first student is Jacob Amathatana.
Jacob, you're an amazing leader. You've never seen a bad day, Mr. Frank.
Nolan Barrett.
Nolan, you're a positive, energetic, and creative student. You always bring your positive energy to every situation. Mrs. Arbentina.
Chloe Kuo.
Chloe, you've inspired your classmates to be better, and I'm so excited to watch and listen to all the music you'll make in the future. Mr. Fisher.
Iris Gusky.
Iris, you're an amazing kid. You're not always afraid to be yourself. You're creative, kind, and hardworking. Ms. Verdon.
Mia Hoffman.
Mia, you always come to my classroom with a giant smile on your face. You have a contagious, positive attitude. You're a kind student that everyone wants to root for. Mr. Boyle.
Kara Coley.
Kara, thank you for all of your smiles, laughs, and songs as we walk hand in hand in the halls. You always brighten my day. Mrs. Spigonati.
Julian Blair.
Julian, you're a one of a kind. You always set your goals hard, and you're a great friend. Mr. Frank.
Maxton McDonald.
Maxton, you see the best in everything around you. You make the best out of every situation. Your kindness shines through your beautiful smile. Mrs. Johnston.
Ethan McLaughlin.
Ethan, I admire your hard work, determination, and enthusiasm. You will do wonderful things in this world. Mrs. Johnston.
Denny Mena.
Denny, your bubbly personality and sense of humor are truly a treat. You put a smile on your classmates' faces. You remind me of why I teach. Mrs. Luderman.
Danny Morris.
Danny, you're going to do great things when you set your goals. It's my pleasure to have taught you. Mr. Frank.
Liam Penny.
Liam, I appreciate your kindness and politeness at all times. Your kind, caring nature and desire to learn. Mrs. Herman.
Olivia Rainey.
Olivia, I've enjoyed watching you grow over the years here at Indian Lane. You brighten each day with your smile. Aunt M.
Jackson Raymond.
Jackson, you are one incredible person. You're kind, creative, and full of smiles. Mrs. Miley.
Nola Chambers.
Nola, your star power lights up the room and on the track. You've made me so proud to be your coach. You are capable of anything you set your mind to. Miss Shuck.
George Slusarchuk.
George, I knew you were a special person the moment we met. You continue to brighten my day with your smile. You're a capable young man with many interesting ideas. Mrs. Friedgen.
Ramir Stout.
Ramir, thank you for your work ethic, kindness, and endless motivation to succeed. Keep smiling. Mrs. Sandelberg.
Miles Ward.
Miles, you are a fantastic, independent spirit. Your quiet demeanor and personality and your dedication in everything you do. Miss Devine.
Trevor Young.
Trevor, you are always so thoughtful when you come into my office. You're a bright spot in the middle of my day. I know you are going to do wonderful things. Mrs. LaRose.
Matthias Peterson.
Matthias, you work hard for me. You make me so happy. You always remember your good manners. Have fun playing Zingo and Uno. Mrs. Friedgen.
Congratulations to my students this year. Finally, thank you to all the parents and families present for your unwavering support this year. It is tremendously appreciated. I'd now like to invite Mrs. Spear to the podium.
This bench is here, so I'm going to use it. Thank you, Dr. Davis. There are some students in our homeroom as well that need some extra recognition. If you hear your name, stand up and enjoy the applause. The Consistent Effort Award goes to 2 individuals in our homeroom that have always gone the extra mile with their work and demonstrated a desire to improve on a daily basis. Those individuals are Vincent Tesla, and Tessa Palmer. The next award is the Bobcat Award. It was easy to find these qualities in many of our students this year, but there are 3 standout individuals I'd like to honor right now. Those are Maria Serpi, Caitlin Corcoran, and Noah Macero. The final award to be given is the Principal's Award. The Principal's Award in reading is given to Caitlin Corcoran. The Principal's Award in math will be going to Grace Straffolino. Tahi Chaudhary. And Maya Jansen. And the Principal's Award for both reading and math, Tessa Palmer. Joseph Susarcha. And Yassine Hassaneem. All right, I'd like to now invite Caitlin Corcoran up to the podium. She has been chosen to read her memoir for our homeroom. Here she is.
But I'm scared, I say, grabbing onto my mom's sweater. It's okay, you'll be just fine, my mom says, nudging me out to step onto the bus. I get on and sit in a random seat, get settled, and feel the bus inch forward. I wave goodbye to my mom and feel tears rolling down my face. Then the bus is off. There's no going back home now. Off to a new school I know nothing about and no one there. When I think of my time here at Indian Lane, I think of how much I've grown, how the staff and teachers, how some of the events, and how the friends I've made here have helped me grow too. When I was in kindergarten, I didn't have many friends. I had about 2, and one of them was in the grade above me. I walk into this bright classroom and see a tall woman with brown hair and a beautiful dress standing, helping someone find their seat. "Hi, what's your name, sweetie?" she says, kneeling down and looking me directly in the eyes. I was so shy, I couldn't even say my name. For the first 30 seconds, she looked at me. "Look, I know first days can be kind of tough, huh?" she says, putting her hand on my shoulder. I silently nod my head and finally built up the courage to even tell her my name. "My name is Caitlin," I say, looking at my shoes. "All right, Caitlin, you're at table." She steps over to the clipboard and drags her finger down the list. "Ooh, table green," she says. She takes my hand and brings me to a table with a girl and a boy sitting waiting quietly. She introduces us and leaves to help another student that had just walked in. We all sit there and I look up and take a quick glance at the girl and I see her smiling at me. I smile back and look back down quickly. That's how my first day of being at the school started. Miss Reese was so kind and supportive. Indian Lane has helped me grow because of the staff and teachers here too. I've been at this school since I was in kindergarten. I had a hard time when I was in kindergarten and first grade. Indian Lane staff and teachers are amazing. They have all changed my life in ways I didn't know were possible. I'm truly thankful for them all and all the other teachers here supporting the students. I wanted to give a shout out to Mrs. Spear. I'm so lucky I got to spend my last year here at this school with Mrs. Spear as my teacher. She's one of the funniest people I've ever met and she never fails to make me laugh. She always says, the bad pooper poos toys, and her facial expressions and tone of voice she uses is just hilarious. She always gives us free candy and never lets me give up on myself. When I say I can't do this, she replies in, nope, you're not giving up. Keep going. Want to go over it with me? I've never even had the thought about giving up being around her, and that is so important to me. That is why I'm so thankful I got to have her in my Indian Lane experience. And also Miss Harding and Miss Carnito for teaching me ELA. Thank you for you too and all you do. The staff and teachers here at Indian Lane have really changed my experience here at this school, and I'm truly thankful for them all. Indian Lane has also helped me grow because of the clubs and events they have here. They have so many clubs and events that make this school so fun aside from the academics we do. Like bocce and track and field have helped me learn with different types of students out there, not to mention the pizza parties and water ice. Broadcast gives kids opportunities to do things that they might not be able to do outside of school, like chuck and duck, playing dodgeball with your friends and being competitive, while also bringing in toiletries to help those in need. And field day, of course, getting put on a team. Though you may not go with all your friends, you get a chance to work with others in your class and represent your team color by playing fun-filled games. It also teaches you to be patient with each other, take turns, and most importantly, have fun. At the end of the day, teams green or purple, it's just a day filled with fun and laughter with your classmates and friends. Like last year, I remember standing in the hallway with my friend Molly, her in purple and me in green, and Mr. Frank over the loudspeaker. This year's winners for 2022 Field Day is, I look at Molly and she looks at me, and we smile, knowing whoever wins won't forever be the best at everything. Sure, brag for a couple of days, but it won't matter who wins and who loses. Instead, I got to have a fun, full day filled with memories I will forever remember. Over the past 4 years, I've made so many more friends, and I'm truly thankful for them all. Molly, Ella, Grace, Maya, Lucy, Tessa, Maria, Annalise, and Olivia, and so many more I can't even name everybody. They're all such a big part of my experience here. Like lunch with all my friends is so much fun. Talking about things that happened earlier in the day, making jokes about stuff and that's not even that funny, but it is to us. I've had classes with my two best friends, Molly and Ella. They've been a huge part of my growth here at this school, and I'm thankful they're my friends too. Overall, this school has been more than just learning math and reading. It has given me many opportunities to grow in ways I never thought I could. From the teachers and staff to events and clubs and to friends, it is all about my confidence and helped me be prepared for my future journey, wherever it shall take me. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to give the students in our homeroom their certificates of completion. Tawheed Chaudhuri.
Shahid, it was an absolute pleasure working with you. Your positive attitude and hard work will take you far, my friend, Mr. Smythe.
Caitlin Corcoran.
Caitlin, you are kind, compassionate, hardworking, and insightful. You are always there to offer me a helping hand, Mrs. Johnson.
David George.
David, you're just a ray of sunshine to be around. I know you will continue to try your best at everything you set your eyes on, Miss Lewis.
Grayson George.
Grayson, I like the way you look at things uncommonly. Your imagination surpasses everyone else, Mr. Frank.
Yassine Hassaneed.
Yassine, I've always been amazed by your knowledge, creativity, and kindness. I know you are going to accomplish wonderful things. Mrs. Herman.
Maya Jansen.
Maya, your positive energy and willingness to perform motivates your classmates. Mr. Fisher.
Arcel Khan.
Arcel, you're always a hard worker with a positive attitude. I look forward to seeing you conquer your adventures ahead. Ms. Verdon.
Lucy Kubicka.
Lucy, you welcome others and always make those around you feel included. Continue to lead from your heart and work hard. Ms. O'Donnell.
Sahil Lakhani.
Sahil, you've done such a great job this year. You've been so great with our new coffee cart. I love how polite you are when you interact with others. Mrs. Rachia.
Marco Liddy.
Marco, your bright positivity, kindness, creativity, and loads of hard work add so much to every classroom. Mrs. Johnson.
Noah Massaro.
Noah, you're the other half of the Wonder Twins. You need to keep working hard. You will do amazing things. Mr. Frank.
Colin Wool.
Colin, you always look out for others. You are kind and caring, and you're a hard worker. Mrs. Herman.
Josh Mungai.
Josh, I am so proud of what you think you've done. I love watching you participate, and you're so great on Who's on the Lane. I look forward to seeing you accomplish great things. Ms. Parker.
Tessa Palmer.
Tessa, you are one incredible young lady. You are smart and talented. I'm sure you'll bring joy to all of those that hear your music. Mr. Fisher.
Lily Panaccio.
Millie, you are a star, and it's been so much fun watching you learn and grow over the years. Your strong and silly personality will have you do great things. Ms. Parker.
Maria Serpi.
Maria, you're an exemplary Bobcat. Your perseverance and willingness to go above and beyond in all you do is unmatched. Mrs. Sandiford.
Joseph Susarcha.
Joseph, your unique way of thinking along with hard work, impeccable manners, and thoughtfulness of others will take you to the stars. Mrs. Novello.
Mason Streeter Hewitt.
Mason, I'm so proud of you for all your hard work and determination. You care so deeply for others, and you always go above and beyond. Mrs. Johnston.
Grace Strappolino.
Grace, I want you to know that you helped make our Zoom year the best it could possibly be. You're going to have the most amazing future ahead. You keep shining your wonderful light on the world. Mrs. Barton.
Vincent Tesla.
Vinny, you're such a hard worker, and you never give up on a challenge. Mrs. Spear.
Aisha Vakova.
Aisha, you came to a new school, and you've really grown. I'm so proud of all that you've accomplished. Mrs. Haskell.
Molly Williams.
Molly, you're an absolute treasure. You always give 100% effort. Your kind heart is a gift. Mrs. Johnston.
Okay, and that completes my homeroom's awards. I'd like to pass it on to Dr. Sikowski.
The Consistent Effort Award this year was earned by 2 students who are constantly attempting tasks and putting thought and energy into everything they encounter. They have consistently demonstrated a positive work ethic and attitude towards their learning. The Consistent Effort Award this year was earned by Rachel Rust and Evan Whitehead. The Bobcat Award is earned by students who consistently exemplify ready, respectful, and responsible across their school day. They show up and exhibit characteristics of strong, thoughtful, and respectful citizens in our community. The Bobcat Award for 2023 in Dr. Sikowski's classroom are Bobby Clements, Amelia Wright, and Lucy Slusserchuk. The final class award is the Principal's Award. This award is earned by students who demonstrate a MAP score in the 80th percentile or higher for 3 out of the last 4 MAPS tests administered at Indian Lane. In our class, the recipients of this award in reading are Skylar Rosenthal and Lucy Slusserchuk. The recipients of the Math Award are Jaden Chen and Emma Mida. The recipients of this award in reading and math are Graham Beaumont, Bobby Clements, Zoe Gosling, Aisling Horting, Blake Jones, Bruno Laporto, Amelia Wright, Rachel Rust, and Evan Whitehead. At this time, the student who will be representing our homeroom with her memoir is Rachel Rust.
It's been almost 6 years since I started here in Indian Lane. It's been absolutely incredible and amazing to go through each grade and each special event. Though there have been some changes during COVID that were very hard to go through, we still made it work. Think back to kindergarten and first grade. We did tons of exciting things, like the Q&U wedding or the friendship feast, even taking care of millipedes. Second and third grade were a little different. Second grade was the year COVID-19 started. This is where things got hard. 2 weeks stretched into 2 months, and then 8 months, and then more than a year. Finally, after more than a year, things became semi-normal. Third grade, in my opinion, was one of the best. We got to take care of chickens, even getting to name them. My favorite chick was named Nugget. Fourth and fifth grade, I have a lot to talk about. From the books Out of My Mind to The Thief of Always, the list goes on and on. Though it has been tough, my 6 years in Indian Lane has been special and the best 6 years of my life. In kindergarten, Miss Reese was always extremely kind to the crazy little children she took care of. I stayed hyper throughout kindergarten. First grade was a little different. That year, I had Miss Elmer. She was one of the kindest teachers I ever had. Miss Elmer found many ways to keep the classroom happy. In second grade, these
second and third grade, these years when COVID was at peak devastation. I will never forget the moment my mom told me, "You're getting 2 weeks off of school." I was overjoyed. The weeks passed, each days getting longer and longer. After those long days, my mom said, "We're going into quarantine, but there's nothing to worry about." Then Zoom came. It was quite tough. In second grade, Mr. Pinto really adapted to everyone's needs. In third grade, things were slowly coming back to the school I remembered. There were chicks, an all-night field trip, and Miss Haskell's amazing sense of humor, like when she played the precipitation song on the smartboard. When I thought things couldn't get any better, the world surprised me with fourth grade. I had Miss Johnston. She liked open mindsets. She created new ways to calm the class down, like the chime or watching the video. My class did blow parties, like with our class anthem "Girl on Fire," even adopting an animatronic cat named Tux. Fourth grade felt like the fastest year yet. Then fifth grade rolled around. My fifth grade teacher is Dr. Skowski, and honestly, I was scared. I was genuinely intimidated by Dr. Skowski. Over time, I realized how much I liked having Dr. Skowski as my teacher. When he read aloud The Thief of Always, the voices he made for each character made some chapters really entertaining. After that, Amelia was asked a burning question. Which book should we read next? I suggested Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan, a book based on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and the Mysterious Island. Miraculously, it worked. Dr. Skowski read Daughter of the Deep even though he'd never read it before. This year, I auditioned for stage manager. During math class, Mr. Fisher pulled me out, explaining that I would be the music technician. The music technician ran the sound for the musical. Here's the thing, he said I would still get stage manager. Later, when I checked the Indian Lane website, it displayed my name under head stage manager and music technician. I am both anxious and excited about sixth grade. My years at Indian Lane may be the longest time I spent in one school, maybe even longer than college. Elementary school has been full of interesting moments, and I think my time at middle school will amaze me even more. Let's savor these memories and create new ones.
It is my privilege to now present the certificates of completion for our homeroom. Graham Beaumont.
Graham, you make everything look so easy when you're working. You're a wealth of knowledge and creativity. Dr. Zakowski.
Callie Cathers.
Callie, I can't imagine how difficult it was coming to new school and making new friends. So many people wanted to be around you. It says a lot about you. Dr. Zakowski.
Jaden Chen.
Jaden, keep working hard and never lose that friendliness that you share with others. Dr. Zakowski.
Bobby Clements.
Bobby, you are an awesome young man. I'm going to miss you. It was my honor to have you in class, Mr. Pinto.
Robert Crane.
Robert, you have a strong sense of calm, but can always find a way to make those around you smile. Miss O'Donnell.
Sully Gosley.
Sully, you are one of a kind. You could be a great teacher one day if you choose to. Mr. Frank.
Ashley Horting.
You are such a kind, hardworking, and helpful student. It was a joy to work with you. Miss Verdon.
Sanjay Jebamalatus.
Sanjay, you always set the example for others. You work hard and you're always respectful. Your positive attitude encourages others. Miss Cancelosi.
Blake Jones.
Blakely, you're an amazing person. Keep working hard and being so thoughtful. Miss Parkinson.
Luna Laforno.
Luna, you've always been responsible, organized, and a creative student. Keep believing in yourself. Miss Parkinson.
Ethan Malinowski.
Ethan, I admired your hard work and determination and your enthusiasm. Mrs. Johnston.
Alec Massey.
Alex, your determination and persistence is so admirable. I know you'll continue to embrace life's challenges. Ms. O'Donnell.
Emma Mida.
Emma, what a personality. What stands out the most about you is how your smile is contagious to others. Dr. Sikowski.
Ozo Naba.
Ozo, along with your infectious laugh and joy of life, you have shown the world what can happen when someone's determined. Mrs. Novello.
Amelia Wright.
Amelia, you're absolutely exceptional. You're always there to help others. Mrs. Johnston.
Skylar Rosenthal.
Skylar, I admire your hard work and your determination. You are such a good friend. Dr. Sikowski.
Rachel Rust.
Rachel, you're a bright and talented young lady. You were like a professional during the musical. Mr. Fisher.
Mia Schneider.
Mia, your hard work and your incredible musical performance was inspiring to everyone in our school. Mr. Fisher.
Lucy Slusserchuk.
Lucy, you're so special. Your kindness is contagious. Your attitude brightens my day. Mr. Fisher.
Marshawn Washington.
Marshawn, your smile lights up a room and your heart is full of kindness. Continue to spread joy with everyone you meet. Miss O'Donnell.
Evan Whitehead.
Your enthusiasm is contagious. You bring a powerful and positive energy to the classroom. You take on challenges and persevere. Miss Arbentina. It is now my pleasure to invite to the podium our acting superintendent, Mr. Bill Doherty.
Thanks, Mrs. Britton. Thanks, everyone, for being here today. Before I begin, I'd just like to give me a show of hands. How many of you are at this 5th grade ceremony for the first time? All right, so you're going to be at the middle school for the first time next year. All right, wait till you see that one. My advice to you is this. I'm going to be the same as for the kids. Whatever was successful here can be successful at the middle school as well. Continue to allow us to be your partners. Communicate with us. Let us know how we can help. We are here to serve the community. I also want to say congratulations to Mrs. Britton on completing her first school year. Jumped right in and didn't miss a beat. So my words of wisdom are not unlike those of our students today. And I just want to congratulate Annalise, Nola, Caitlin, and Rachel. Your words were inspirational, your poise was adult-like, and we were all super impressed, so congratulations. So I feel a little funny talking to the students with their backs, so I'm just going to come over here just for a minute. So I just want to tell you, first of all, I want to say congratulations to the 5th grade. This is a fun day. Congratulations, you earned it, right? And didn't it seem like it went sort of fast?
Yeah.
All right. Sometimes it does, right? All right, well, listen, here's what I have to say to you, and it's like just what your classmates said. The keys to success, right? You know your 3 R's. And here's a few other words that I think about. First of all, just do your best, right? In whatever you're doing, do your best. Take pride in your work. And you know what your best is. And sometimes, as you know, your best might look different than someone else's, and that's okay. You just do your best. Secondly, be kind. I was really impressed with some of the speeches and words that people said today. I think all of us could see how much it meant to those students that are new to our school, that some of you show kindness to them. So when you show kindness to others, it builds yourself up and builds others. So keep doing that, and congratulations on that. And the last one is courage. It takes a lot of courage to come up and speak in front of everyone today. It takes a lot of courage to try your best all the time. Tries courage. And think about that. In your classrooms, when you raise your hand and you might not know the answer, or when you write a speech and you share it with everyone, that takes a lot of courage. And it's going to take a little bit of courage when you get to middle school as well, to jump into new clubs, new activities, to reach out to new friends, to get to know a whole new set of teachers, all that. And you're going to love it. It's fun. Do your best, be kind, and be courageous. And you got this. And know that everyone here has your back, and we can't wait to see all the great things you're going to do. Thank you, 5th grade. You inspire me. Thanks.
And now I'd like to bring up Mrs. Danielle Sharp to present our Kids in Kindness Award.
For over 30 years, the Women's Public Media has offered to sponsor the Kids in Kindness Award. This award is given to a 5th grader who truly exemplifies good citizenship in their daily life. The special part of this award is the fact that the students themselves are asked to vote for this recipient. First, the students were asked to vote from within their 4 classrooms, and then again from the 4 classroom finalists. We are truly honored to have the Women's Public Media sponsor this award. The Women's Club of Media, which is the local chapter of the General Federation of Women's Clubs, has a long history of philanthropy, social and political advocacy, and community leadership. Today, we are lucky to have with us Peggy Jordan to represent the Women's Club. We have amazing students here at Indian Lane Elementary School, and this was a difficult task to ask the students to accomplish. They were, however, able to narrow it down to a finalist in each classroom. Here are the 4 classroom nominees for Kids in Kindness Award, which is an extreme honor in itself. Students, if I say your name, please stand at your seat. Jake Almafatana. Ella Finnan. Amelia Wright. And Maria Serby. Congratulations, finalists. You will have a certificate waiting for you back in the classroom. Before I invite our guest to announce the Kids in Kindness Award winner, I wanted to announce that the recipient will also be receiving a $50 Visa gift card, which is generously gifted from the Women's Club. I would now like to call up Dr. Davis for a few words.
It is truly my honor to speak on behalf of our Kids in Kindness Award winner this year. The recipient is an extremely well-rounded student who relates well to others. While he is academically strong in all areas, he is also always willing to help others in class. He is a person who classmates hope to work with during cooperative groups. This student excels in sports such as basketball, baseball, and swimming. He also enjoys music and is an amazing drummer. His strong work ethic can be seen in all of his endeavors. Additionally, he has a good sense of humor, which makes classmates feel comfortable being around him. Most importantly, this student is humble, empathetic, and kind. When you think of the definition of a true Bobcat, you likely imagine someone who's ready, respectful, and responsible. You likely imagine someone who offers a helping hand, is friendly to everyone, and cares about feelings. You also likely imagine a person who accepts differences, tells an adult, and always stands up for what is right. This student is a true Bobcat, as evidenced by his original nomination for this award. I feel that I can personally think of examples of this year's award recipient displaying each of these Bobcat qualities, and I feel that he's very deserving of this award. This year's Kids in Kindness Award goes to Jake Amafatana.
now I'd like to bring up Bobby Clements for the Student Council Presidential Address.
Family and friends, this last year at Indian Lane has been extraordinary. In my opinion, all of the great things we did this year as a grade were superior to our other years. The first people I would like to thank are the teachers. The teachers here at Indian Lane have pushed us to our best and supported us along the way. This year, everyone here has grown so much due to our teachers' hard work. Today, I want to thank the administration for the Birch Tree Media School District, the teachers for teaching us to persevere on how to be a good Bobcat, and our families for supporting us. Your love and guidance is the fuel to our success. And lastly, I want to thank my peers and the student council members who gave up their time to be student leaders in the school. You did great work helping and influencing others for good. Thank you for caring. We raised over $1,000 to give to the Special Olympics and Eagles Autism. A special thank you to Dr. Sikowski and Ms. Spear for making Student Council possible. Without them, none of the fundraisers we do would happen. For example, Chick-fil-A Night was a huge success, Chuck and Duck, Media Food Bank, Polar Pop and Special Olympics, and all the other awesome activities we do. All the teachers here at Indian Lane are amazing. Our years here at Indian Lane have been filled with field trips and many activities. Those memories we will never forget. These memories will live with us forever. Everyone is sad to leave Indian Lane, but so many new opportunities will come in our middle school. I think everyone here has the potential to do something great. If we try our hardest at Springton, we will accomplish some amazing things. Albert Einstein once said, "It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer." If we try our hardest and persevere, we will look back and say, "Wow, I've learned so much here." We will soon become Spartans at Springton Lake, but in our hearts, we will always remember how amazing it was to be the Indian Lane Bobcats.
Look at that, right on time. You did great. So now the moment I know that we have all been waiting for, because in Indian Lane the tradition is we have to keep the yearbook cover hidden, which meant I couldn't even open the boxes yesterday because I didn't really trust myself. This year, we had amazing, I really have to say this, even Miss Devine commented to me, we really had wonderful, it was really a difficult task to pick the winner. So we do feature everybody that applied on the back of the cover, but I'm proud to announce that Luna Laforno is the yearbook cover winner for the 2022-2023 yearbook. So did it rain while we were in here? I was afraid to look. Had a backup plan. So I would like to thank everyone who made today possible. Like I said earlier, we started planning this day months ago. We had over 50 parents, I believe, here planning the 5th grade celebration. So this actually, believe it or not, was not the most fun of today. You have an amazing afternoon waiting for you thanks to your parents and guardians and all their work. It's a promise. In addition to the parents, a couple more minutes, we're almost done, I promise. Mr. Collins, if you see him in the hallway, absolute rock star, because I had all these big ideas. We have outdoor lunches, indoor lunches, picnic lunches, everything to make today possible and for us to turn that gym into what we did today. We had to move the lunches, so amazing custodial staff. The teachers' flexibility and willingness for me to try something new. I think I was scaring everyone when I said we're gonna bring them out and we're gonna order them in order and with index cards and every parent's gonna be able to see them. They looked at me like, what is she thinking? Most importantly, like I said, I want to thank the parents and all of the students for just warmly welcoming me the last few months. It has been a wonderful transition for me, and I can't wait to start the new school year. Like I said earlier, I am disappointed that this class I didn't get to know better, and I told them at Springton Lake, this really is a great class. When I saw the students last week, I knew most of them that came back here because, coming from the middle school, that clap out day is filled with such emotion. It reminded me how much of a family we have here at Indian Lane. There were students begging me to go into the library so they could take a picture in a certain chair. So I will see you, I'm sure, before 6 years, but I look forward to that time that you come back. But I don't want that to come too quickly, because unfortunately, parents, it goes quickly. In closing, one of the most important things as a mom, what I would worry about on today is how am I going to get a picture of my child? Because that is always what I'm thinking. So as long as the weather's cooperating, this is what the plan is. We are going to process out to the track with students first. And I invite you to go out the doors that you came in, and for the next 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to meet out on the track in the back by the playground and get pictures with your kids, because that's really important. Hope my husband got one today from my 8th grader. All right, thank you for coming today, and we're going to start processing out.
Thank